Hey, so this is technically part 2 of a video. In the last video, I climbed up on the roof and I read the summary to this book. So if you want to see me actually climbing up on the roof, you have to check out the video Reading on a Roof. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. In this video, I'm just going to be up on the roof randomly talking about if I am Joshua Tree. So, alright, let's go to me on the roof. I'm so tired. Oh, God. Okay, so one question that I want to answer that I feel like is just a really obvious question is that, am I Joshua Tree? Obviously, my name is Joshua Perez, and the character in this book is called Joshua Tree. First names, similar, right? So, am I Joshua Tree? Yeah, it started off as me. When I started first writing this book, it was me, obviously, because when I started writing this book, I wasn't planning on ever publishing it or anything. This wasn't really part of the idea. It became later on, obviously, as I kept writing, that maybe this could be a book. But when I first started writing it, it wasn't. It was a totally personal thing. And when I write, obviously, I write from my perspective, and I wrote my feelings and all that nonsense. So yes, Joshua Tree started off, obviously, as me. Then, of course, as I kept writing, it became something else. I added more characters, and it became its own kind of fictional story. It became its own kind of thing. And then by the time I finished the book, I'm like, well, I think I'm onto something. I think I've created an interesting world out of all this nonsense. So, and I had ideas, of course, for another book, and it finally became something, and it was more than just me. So the answer to am I Joshua Tree is yes and no. Yes, it started off as me. Now it's something of its own thing. So, who really is Joshua Tree? Well, obviously, since it started off as me, it just kind of started off as a boy who is just trying to find his way, obviously, through life. I don't know, it just starts off very general. Obviously, him going to, some college, and it's just a very general idea of a kid, making his way through life. And then, of course, as life in real life, a lot of shit was thrown at him, right? Like, except, of course, since this is a story, and since this is a story that's about, like, a supernatural kind of idea, angels and demons, what's thrown at him is a lot more out there than what there is in regular life. A lot more fantasy, a lot more just kind of out there things. Demons, there's a character named Nicholas, who's an angel, and there's a character named Alistair, who's a demon, and these two characters do not have good intentions, I guess, for Joshua Tree, is a very general way of saying it. Oh man, sorry if I'm very tired from climbing on top of the roof. This was a terrible idea. Are you loving it? Are you loving this terrible idea? Is this terrible idea gonna make you subscribe or like the video, or comment comment how shitty this idea was? Oh yeah, and at the real beginning of the book, Joshua Tree, it starts off, he's like a 9-year-old kid, so it's very general, and it gets you more of a feeling of who his parents are, which is Jean Tree and Brandon Tree. Those are Joshua Tree's parents, and you get a little idea of who they are, and how they're living, and, things like that. Oh, it's so hot. So Joshua Tree is just, I guess, the main character in the book, of course. It's who the things happen to, but there's a lot more other characters in there, which I'll be talking about more, and who I'll make more videos for. I'll talk about other characters, and I think probably another character, a big character in the book I'll have to talk about eventually is Kate Iris. She's a kind of another one of, I like thinking of her as a main character too. I like thinking about all my characters as main characters, but Kate Iris is also a big character in there, and I'll be talking about her probably soon. I don't know if for every video I'm gonna come to the roof. Honestly, this is kind of a lot to do for for a video. It's actually a lot more tiring, a lot more hot than you think, but I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do if you like and subscribe and comment and all that. That'll give me the energy to climb up on the roof. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I'll be making these videos often. Just, stay connected, and I hope this was interesting for you. See you guys next time.